What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for clicking on the video today. I hope you're doing well. You guys already know the deal. Get your hands ready. Get your fingers ready. Because after you're done punching heads off of zombies, I'm going to need you to leave a comment down below letting me know what you think about this subject. What do you guys think about this game? But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. So this video is going to be a little bit different than some of my previous videos. This is going to be what I like to call a pure discussion video. So the reason why I'm calling it that is because in this video, I'm going to lay out a ton of questions, and you can answer all of them, or you can answer one of them, or a few of them. It's really up to you. But the main point of the video is to kind of spark discussions. I'll be in the comments. I'll be responding to each and every one of you, and giving my ideas, whether I am just leaving a heart on your comment or if I'm leaving like a full detailed response. Obviously I can't leave a full detailed response to everyone, but I will try and respond to as much people as possible. So let's go ahead and get into what I wanted to talk about in this video. Alright, so if you guys have been following Dead Matter, if you guys have been following this channel for Dead Matter, don't worry, I'm going to continue posting Dead Matter content. But for those of you who are new here and you have been following Dead Matter, and you didn't know, they unfortunately delayed the alpha to sometime in July. So unfortunately we won't get it in June, which is a huge letdown for me because that was one of the main things I was looking forward to this June. But in order to keep us satiated, they said that they're going to continue to give dev updates. I think they said every week up until the release of the alpha. So we'll still have content, we'll still have things to go off of, and things to talk about as the game gets closer to that alpha. Now, okay, so today's video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to focus on one aspect of the game that I didn't really touch on in my last video, and I touched on it, but I didn't really go in depth about it. So I really wanted to have a conversation about it and ask you guys what you think about this. What do you think about this system? How do you think it's going to work? And the system is the base system, or the base, I don't even want to call it the base building system because that's not really what it is. But this system, the way that it works, if you didn't know, let me just quickly go through exactly what it is. It allows you to go inside of any pre-existing building and reinforce that building. That's kind of the best way to describe it, the building reinforcement system. So it allows you to go inside of a pre-existing building, like an apartment, or a room inside of an apartment, or a house, or a store, or whatever. And you can reinforce that building by putting up like newspapers on the windows or wood planks on the windows and doors. And you could change around the furniture inside of the place. So it's gonna be stuff like that, but it's not really gonna be like full base building. And to be honest, I don't mind that. I think that is more immersive than the latter. So I don't really mind that too much. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that that's a good idea or no? Like, I don't know. But in my opinion, I think that it's a pretty cool idea. But it depends on the execution. It depends on how much we can actually do with these, I guess, pre-built buildings. But I don't know. I digress. But what I wanted to talk about is how that system is really going to work. Because if you think about it, let's say you go inside of a building and then you reinforce everything and you want it to be your home, right? What happens if you leave that server and then go onto another server? I guess it'll be like a Rust situation where, you're basically creating a new character for that new server. I mean, that would make the most amount of sense. But then I start thinking about, okay, well, what about like respawning? How is that going to work? If you have this place as your home, quote unquote, are you able to set it as your home and then when you die, you respawn there? Or is it going to be something where that doesn't really happen? If you die, you just die and you respawn somewhere random and you kind of have to start from ground zero again. I think that's like my main question about this. Because I don't know which direction I'd rather it take. To be honest, I hope that there is different levels of intensity for the I guess, RP or immersion. So there's like level 1, which is like if you die, then you'll respawn at your last reinforced location or something like that. And then if you're at level 2, then what will happen is when you die, you actually lose all of your stuff, but you'll respawn once again at your most recent reinforced location. And then level 3 would be like the hardcore mode, the hardcore survival mode, which if you die, then you're dead. Like, you're dead. The character's gone, and you either have to create a new character or you just respawn with nothing and you respawn somewhere random. I don't know. Like, I think that would probably be the easiest way to go about this. But at the same time, I'm not a game developer, so maybe it's not. I don't know. But, like, what do you guys think about something like that? Do you think that that would be the right way to go about things? Or do you think that it's just not really worth it? Do you think that they should just kind of stick to one framework? Or should they just stick to one type of game mode, meaning hardcore or regular survival? Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments. Another thing that I kind of want to know is there going to be things that we can add on to the building? What I mean by that is, like, if we wanted to, can we add like turret mounts? Or even, it doesn't even have to be turrets, because I think that doesn't really match the vibe of like the place. But I think that if we did something like places where you can mount your gun, right? So that you'll have better aim on zombies and people outside. Or if there's some sort of way to set up the windows so that they're bulletproof. Or, you know what I mean? Like, just do stuff like that. Enhance the building so that it fits your needs better. I think that would be an awesome addition to the game. And to be honest, I don't remember them talking about anything like that in the dev vlogs. But hey, if you guys actually have some like information about that, if the devs have said anything about that, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know, because I actually have not, from my memory, I don't remember them saying anything along those lines. So I digress. Another thing that I kind of want to figure out is how is, like, I understand how inventory is going to work, but how are items going to work in terms of, like, when they're just out there, inside of a base or on the back of a truck or, whatever. Also, is there going to be, like, real ownership in general of, like, different assets? For example, buildings and cars and whatnot. Is there going to be some sort of an ownership system or not really? That's a whole nother question. But, like, the reason why I brought up the external inventory system, by the way, if you didn't watch the devlog 11, they showed a physical inventory system, which is awesome. What I mean by physical is, like, the items are literally laid out in a grid and you can place the physical items inside of that grid. So it's like a really interesting system that I haven't really seen in too many games, so I'm really excited about that. But I bring that up because can anybody just come up to that physical inventory, that physical, I guess, chest, if you want to call it, and pick up the items? Or is it locked? Is there going to be some sort of way to maybe break into that physical inventory? Can you put things inside of maybe some sort of a chest inside of your base? Is there going to be a way to lock the doors in your base? Or is it, like, literally not really going to be a base? It's just going to be a temporary home? Because once again, I don't think I agree with that per se. I want there to be, like, a permanent home for my character, or at least a somewhat permanent home for my character. But, like, I also don't want it to be like Rust, where I have to build a base from scratch and I have to collect logs and all that stuff. Like, that's not what I want for this game. But I hope there is some sort of ownership system. I hope that there is some sort of way to, like, claim a home and lock doors and, do all that kind of stuff. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens ultimately. I think that should be enough for this video. I gave you guys a lot of questions. So I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think about these questions down below in the comments. I know the comment section in the YouTube mobile thing changed. You don't scroll down all the way. You just scroll down a little bit. It's right underneath the description. Just click on that and it'll open up the comment section. If you're on desktop, the position didn't change. So let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys are new here and this is your first video and you've gotten to this point, what are you doing? I would really appreciate it if you dropped a sub. It would honestly mean a lot to me. Additionally, leave a like on the video so that other people can find the video and we can have just a whole big discussion about this system in Dead Matter. Additionally, if you're not already following me on Twitter, you should totally do that. Go over to my Twitter, go down in the description, go down in the pinned comment, and follow me on Twitter. I would really appreciate it. And beyond that, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.